Well, our next story took us deep into the interior of Algonquin Park for a bit of a fixer-upper project on the Algonquin Radio Observatory.
This is the Algonquin Radio Observatory. Built in 1965, it is without doubt a giant.
When I first saw the telescope, I fell in love with it.
Towering above the treetops and half a football field in diameter, even today, it's a stargazer's dream come true.
With this machine, you can see things that you cannot see with any other scientific tool.
Gathering radio waves instead of light, the dish can detect the faintest signals from the outer reaches of the universe. Perched on top of a three-story concrete building, the giant moving part of the telescope sits on 4 rollers, which spin around on a circular metal track. With one of the roller bearings broken, the dish isn't going anywhere. Today, Brendan hopes to change that.
We've now decided that we're going to have to change out this bearing. It's very similar to changing a bearing, a wheel bearing on a car, except the bearing's much, much bigger.
A job too big for himself, he's brought in some big guns to help out.
Specifically, we have not worked on a large telescope, but as we approach the job, for us it's a large piece of machinery. We look at the parts individually and take care of the parts that need taken care of to make this machine function. But it is a very impressive piece of equipment.
Once inside the belly of the beast, the guys take a closer look at the damage.
It can't get worse. It's catastrophic bearing failure. Okay, this is the existing outer race, and you can see here a chunk of it has broken away.
The outer race is a metal ring that surrounds the bearing itself.
This housing is pressing down on this shaft with the bearing in between.
The old bearing and race are toast. Luckily, a replacement part came with the property. But before it goes in, the old one has to come out. Even with the right tools, breaking through steel designed to hold 1,000 tons does take a bit of work.
Come on, baby. A little more grinding. One big chunk just came out. There we go. So now we need a bar to get in behind there. Shifting around.
Yay!
There we are. That was easy.
Look at that.
Next, the new outer race gets squeezed back in.
Perfect. The eagle has landed. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Finally, it's the bearing rollers themselves.
Okay.
At 85 kilograms, this isn't your typical bearing. Fully lubricated, it slides into place perfectly.
You have a new bearing.
As they bolt the bearing cover back on, the moment of truth is here. 2 years in the making, it's time to crank up the motors and get this baby turning once more.
Okay, good. I'm going to start rolling in counterclockwise first. Azimuth counterclockwise. It tripped. Yeah, we can't move now. We tripped the drive.
This time the problem seems to be electrical, but it's too early to tell.
Not good.
Unfortunately for Brendan, the panel is back at the top.
That'll do it. So we're going to try it again.
Back at ground level, the tension is growing. Brendan decides to give it one more try.
Okay, here we go. Well, we got some power. We're not tripping. I'm just going to turn it up slightly. Oh, I think we moved slightly. Drive's still on. Yeah, we're moving very, very slowly. I'm going to turn it up very slightly because we're definitely moving.
As the pace picks up, so do the team's spirits.
That's great. Been waiting a long time for this.
After a 2-year nap, this telescope can once again turn its ears to the stars, and the team can start planning their mission to Mars.
It's an amazing scientific instrument. This is an incredible piece of Canadian heritage, and it's not just the past, it's the future as well.